Hey everyone, we're back. We just recently escaped the black hole of New York City, and we're currently sitting out on the patio at our new apartment in Scottsdale, Arizona, enjoying the sun and the daily over 100-degree highs. Of course, we're staying in the shade or indoors because it's pretty hot, and it's taking some getting used to. So we're still in the process of moving. Things are going really good for us, though. As far as like the moving goes, we got our first shipment of stuff in that we're going through. We have another one coming on in several days. But basically, that's kind of where we've been at. That's one of the reasons why we haven't been putting out videos over the last week or so, is simply because we've had our hands full with moving into the new apartment, getting things set up. Funeral. Yeah, that's right. She had her grandpa's funeral in Las Vegas, so it's just been a little hectic for us. So yeah, this will be the first that we're doing from Arizona. And for that topic, we're going to talk to you about why you should take care of yourself and why you should, in essence, be selfish before you start giving shits about other people and their problems.
Trying to save other people.
And I'm sure you're all familiar with the adage of, well, I don't know what it is, but it's something along the lines of, you can't save someone else if you can't save yourself. Like, if you yourself couldn't swim, would you jump into the ocean to save someone else who was drowning? No. So when you're going through your daily life, why is it that you put yourself in situations that stress you out and trouble you, just so you can make someone else feel better? It's probably not good for long-term relationships with those people, is it?
No. And so I caught myself doing that at my grandpa's funeral with my family too. I offered to do something that I knew would stress me the fuck out. And halfway through, I pulled out and I was like, I need to check out of this, because normally, historically, I would have just made myself do it because I said I would. And now, when I hit that stress level, I'm like, I need to take care of myself right now. I'm not handling this well. I need to exit. And then I can help you later. Yeah.
Yeah, but there has to be flexibility. So a good example of this is in the midst of that area, I kind of put everything that I was doing with the move on hold and flew out. I mean, it was only a 1-hour plane ride because I had to go from Arizona to New Mexico. I got a hotel and flew out to be with Brianna, because that's kind of where she ended up on this road trip she was taking with the family. And she couldn't handle the road trip. That was the situation she was talking about. So she was just like, I can't do this. And so I just kind of stopped everything I was doing and said, look, I know how much this is stressing you out, so I am going to, in effect, save you, and I'm going to jump in the ocean. And the whole situation worked out. Even though I still needed to get work done, I had other priorities I needed to do with the move. You have to choose your battles. And in that situation, when your wife is like super, super stressed out, that's one of my priorities. And so everything else just kind of went on the back burner. And that ultimately worked out for the better. So the point...
But that was because I was trying to save someone else when I didn't save myself first. I knew I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
After my grandpa's death, I should not have put myself in a situation where I was around family members
that were being overly emotional.
I wouldn't say that. I would say historically they're very irrational, and we just don't get along because of that. Like, I poke holes in their stories and tell them how they're being irrational, and no one that is overly emotional wants to hear why they're being overly emotional. And so I knew. And so he saved me.
But then there's other times where, even with really, really small things, it's basically like Brian has been doing a wonderful job while unpacking everything while I do more work in writing. And she's been doing a great job of unpacking, like prioritizing unpacking the apartment because she's much better at organizing and doing all that than I am. And so both of us just mutually agree that she's the one to do it. And she does a great job of, when she starts getting in the zone with unpacking and she needs to prioritize it, she just lets me know that's what she's doing, and she puts her headphones in. And she basically puts up a wall that says, look, I need to focus on this task at hand. Please do not bother me. And that's her not trying to save me. If there's any little things I need, then it's my responsibility to take care of them myself.
Yeah, I think a lot of resentment comes up. So in this situation with my family and stuff, historically I would have resented them for doing this. But now that I'm older and I understand the reason why I did that was for me, because I had this word to keep and I wanted to help. It wasn't for them. But it leads to resentment if you think it's their fault that you're saving them.
Yeah.
When it's never. It's your choice, always.
Exactly.
It was my choice to go on this road trip with my family when I know that they're batshit fucking crazy. Like, it was my choice.
Yeah,
it's not their fault at all.
Yeah, you are in charge of
and
yourself.
So it's my responsibility to put in my headphones and tell you.
Yeah, because you can
I can't do anything for you today.
Yes, and you can only control yourself. You can't control other people. So it's your responsibility to know when you can either swim or when you're going to drown. And it's your responsibility to put up boundaries to let other people know what your goals are and what you're trying to achieve. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be a hard ass about it. Flexibility is very important. You know, if I'm dinking around on the internet when she's unpacking and I find the best meme, she will give me the time of day so I can show it to her. And then she'll tell me that it was stupid and get back to work. But, you know, she isn't like rude about it, because it's not like I'm sitting there constantly bugging her. She has the flexibility to say, okay, you need something, you know what I'm trying to do right now, and you're interrupting me, so it must be important. And it is. Memes are very important. But
no, but that goes back to I've made posts on mental rigidity and mental flexibility, and how mental rigidity leads to like mental disorders, because you cannot adapt to any new situation. Like, you stick yourself in a box. And so you have to adapt, like, that.
And it takes practice.
And reset boundaries, like, consistently through the day, like when he's showing me memes.
Yeah, and it takes practice. If you're someone who's constantly jumping overboard to save other people, then maybe you need to be super stringent, like, I'm going to stay in the boat, or better yet, I'm not even going to leave shore. And you need to have super stringent boundaries just in the beginning, because, first of all, you need them for yourself, since you're historically always jumping ship to save people. And second, if people know you're always going to jump ship for them, then they're going to push and try to break down your boundaries. So you need to retrain them that you now have boundaries that they need to respect. Because if you've never had boundaries before, then of course they're going to...
But who wouldn't do that? If someone was always saving them, like, who wouldn't?
Yeah, it's expected.
Like, that's what people do.
Yeah.
Everyone wants an easy button.
Yeah, exactly.
Quit being people's easy button and then resenting them.
Yep. You have anything else you want to add to this one?
That's it.
Okay, folks, quick summary. If you can't save yourself, don't try to save someone else. And if you like this content, wonderful. That's what we're trying to do. And if you know someone who you think that the message we communicated in this video could really help, then please share it with them. We appreciate it.